Namaste and welcome to Namaste Yoga. My name is Surbhi. I am a yoga teacher. The goal of my channel is to tell you all those little tips and tricks that many yoga teachers know, but somehow in class setting they do not get conveyed to the students. One of my viewers asked me to make a video on how to sit properly. It has been a while for this request, so my apologies for delayed video, but here it is. These days, when people are doing long sitting jobs, or in general, people are not that active, most of the time people spend sitting. Then, how to sit properly is very important as it is going to affect you in long run. If you are sitting long hours but you are not sitting properly, then in long run you might face lower back pain, upper back pain because of the posture. Sometimes you will also feel problems like hip misaligned or knee pain also. If your hips are misaligned, then your body weight is not properly sitting on your bones and it can affect your knees. So today we are going to learn how to sit properly no matter where you are sitting. So as I said, long working hours. So let's start with the office chair. Usually office chairs are like this. They are swivel and they have a back that goes back a little bit. So it is extremely important to know when you are sitting on an office chair, your feet should be firmly on the ground. So your feet should be this way that your knee is making a 90-degree angle. Your calf muscle and your hip, just like this. This is so amazing that office chairs are very adjustable. So based on your height, you can make it go higher or you can make it go lower. So figure out what works best for you. Make sure your knee is at 90-degree angle. Your feet are firmly on the ground. Now, if you have a chair which is not adjustable or you cannot make it any lower, you are short person, what you can do is take few blocks and keep your feet on the block. If you don't have a block or anything, you can take anything else. You can take a box, you can take a step stool, whatever you feel like. You can put something underneath your feet so your feet are firmly supported and your knee is at 90-degree angle. So that is for office chair. Another thing, when we are sitting on the chair, that many chairs don't have back support like this one. This one doesn't really have back support. It only has this little thing and that's it. So we are not used to sitting with the right posture and sometimes people go like this, and as you can see, the curve in my lower back is going outwards. Naturally, in our spine, in a healthy spine, when you are sitting comfortably or in a right posture, when you're straight, the lower back has an inward curve. We need to maintain that curve. So if you have a tendency of sitting like this, either you have to be conscious all the time, you have to remind yourself, no, I have to sit straight. Then again you go like this, again you sit straight and you start working, and slowly this happens. And that causes sciatic problem, lower back problem and all that stuff. In order to avoid that, there are some chair cushions which are really good. My personal favorite is this one. This particular cushion has gap right here. So when you are sitting, your tailbone is going to be off the ground or off the chair. So there will be absolutely no pressure on the tailbone. And it will be so easy to sit on it without putting any pressure on the tailbone. So that's one thing about this cushion. Second thing is, if you can see, this is thin from the front and this is a little wider from the back. So it has a little slope. So when you are sitting on this, automatically your hip bones are going to be slanted. And once they are slanted, automatically they will force you to come sit in your natural curve. So your back will be forced to sit like that. No matter how hard you try to go down, you won't be able to do it because of this. So that's why I absolutely love this cushion. I got this for my husband because he was experiencing some lower back pain. But I loved it so much, I got one for myself also. So whenever I meditate, I sit on this cushion. I'm able to sit for longer time because my tailbone is off the ground and I'm not feeling any pressure on the tailbone. And if you have been watching my videos, you know that I had major sciatic issues. I overcame those with the help of chiropractor and yoga. But now if I'm sitting on this, I'm able to sit long time and I'm able to focus on my meditation because there is no pressure in my tailbone. Now this was about the lower back and the knees and the feet. What about the upper back? When you're sitting on the chair, yes, or if you're sitting 8 hours a day, obviously you're not going to be sitting all the time without any support. You will have to take support once in a while. But as I mentioned, if your hips are slanted a little bit, even if you take support, as you can see, my lower back is not going like this, or I'm not making a hunchback. So this was all about the chair. Now what if we have to sit on the ground? How do we sit on the ground? Now for sitting on the ground, concept is still the same. You want to make sure that you are not making a hunchback. You want to make sure that the curve in your lower back is not going outwards. It should be inwards. So, and how do you force yourself? Just the same way we do on the chair with the cushion. You can take this cushion and sit on it. It will automatically slant your hip bones. So you're tilted a little bit forward. As soon as you're tilted forward, you will feel the curve in your lower back and your tailbone is going to be off the ground. If you do not have this cushion, take any pillow or any cushion. First, sit on it right in the middle. And then start sliding forward a little bit. And slide so much that your hip bone is going to be right at the edge of the pillow or the cushion. As soon as you hit the edge, you will feel that you are tilted a little bit, and that's it. So that is the way you sit when you're sitting on the ground. Obviously, when you're sitting on the ground, you most likely be sitting crisscross. If you're not sitting crisscross, if you have to expand your legs and take a support, everything remains the same. If you want to take a support, make sure that your hips are touching the wall. So that way you're not forward and then you're leaning backwards. That can cause hunchback. So if you're taking support of the wall, make sure your hips are touching all the way to the wall, and then you can spread your legs out. This will force you to sit straight. So these are the few tricks that you can use if you have a sitting job, or if you sit all the time, or at any time whenever you are sitting. If you use these tricks, it will help you in long run. Links for this cushion or yoga block or any meditation cushion or any other cushion, all the links are in the description box. You can click on them, buy them if you need to. If you have any other question, please write it in the comment box. I would love to answer that. If you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so you know when my next video is coming. I wish you all a very happy and healthy day. Namaste.